I'm actually in a period of my life where I'm a bit lost. In fact, I'm not even sure I'm sad, because in the presence of others, I laugh and talk. But as soon as I'm alone in my own home, I feel no emotion, nothing. I simply find myself face to face with myself. I dive into my thoughts.
Alright now, ladies and gentlemen, players and players. Once again, it is the Ragman Effect coming at you. Ooh, it is bright out here. I want to talk to y'all today about alone time. You dig? Most people don't like to be alone. They're tortured by loneliness. That's why we gotta kick it live, so they say. Go to the clubs and hang around at the bars or wherever and socialize. That's fine and dandy. But there comes a time, you dig, when I need some quiet time, some alone time. The universe speaks to me and you on Quiet Street, you dig? When I look at over the years of different things I've heard about people that have met God or whatever, they met him alone, you dig? They were by themselves. Whether it was Moses, talking about he went up in the mountains of Sinai, or Muhammad went up in the mountain. I don't know what it is about the mountains, but there's something about being alone. You look at the Hindu text and you talk about people that are alone in meditation. I found out through my own personal journey that I need to step back and I need to have my alone time. You understand? So I can process what's going on in my consciousness. Many years ago, I had a friend of mine, a spiritual advisor. He told me to walk down the beach one day, you understand, and get in touch with my spirituality. I'm like, wait a minute, homie. That doesn't make sense to me. Being from where I came from, you understand? And then he replied to me one of the most profound things I thought about. He said, you know what, dog? It is hell when you can't be by yourself, with yourself, because you can't stand yourself. Man, that floored me, and I didn't like it. But I did what he said. I wanted to walk down the beach alone. Got in touch with myself. Meditated on the moment of my existence and thought about the things that had happened at that particular time in my life and what got me to where I was at that particular time in my life. And at that time, my life was pretty shabby, you understand? And I started the process that I didn't know how to be alone with David, right? The ragman did not know how to be alone with himself because I didn't like who I saw in the mirror. I don't care if you're cute. I don't care if you're wealthy. I don't care if you got all these material things. I could be materially rich and spiritually poor than the church mouse. You understand? I need to cultivate that spirit within me. Even in relationships, there needs to be some time where you have some you time. And that person needs some them time. Where they're alone with themselves and the universe. And they could take the time out to figure out what's going on. All great ideals happen in a long time. I believe that. Matter of fact, I ain't gotta believe it anymore. I've actually experienced it personally in my own life. So take that walk, ladies and gentlemen, players and players. Walk around that park out there. whatever you're doing, if you like. But make sure you take some time out for yourself, you know. We don't want to do that. We got to be always up in everybody else's video. You understand? Everybody else's life. I'm trying to hide out in other people's lives because I don't want to look at me. You understand? I don't look at that enemy that is the enemy I talked about in my earlier videos and stuff, you know. Because I ain't comfortable with being me. If I'm going to be at peace with me, I need to be comfortable with being me. And that takes some work, ladies and gentlemen. It does. You know, when I've been told I ain't no good and all these different type of things, you know. I mean, some people grow up and have nice, nurturing families and stuff like that. Well, as others grow up and they come from a family of wolves, you understand? Abusive families. I mean, mine wasn't the worst family, but it wasn't the best. You did? I didn't have everything I thought I wanted, but I had enough. And the goal is, how do I take the time out to get a balance, right? And what I found out is that I need to meditate. You ain't got to fold your legs, you understand, and be in all these old contortionist type positions, but I need to spend some quiet time where I sit down and decompress my day and not get into, when I do these type of things, you understand, I don't need to turn on Netflix or all these different entertainment, because that blocks me off from what I need to do. I need to sit still, like the church folks say, be still and know that I am. It's only the stillness of my existence that I will come to grips with what's important. You know? So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, players and players. I hope you take the time out to take yourself and do some quiet time for yourself. Do some me time for yourself. You know, do some alone time for yourself. And remember, you're lonely, but you're not alone. See, it was a time when I was lonely. I confused loneliness with solitude, and I confused boredom with peace. You dig? I'm not bored. I'm at peace. I'm not lonely. Like Keith Sweat said, sometimes I get lonely. Nah. I ain't lonely today, ladies and gents. I found a space in my existence where I'm not alone, but I'm at peace. And whoa. We ran that. I took my loneliness and turned it into solitude, you did? And I took my boredom and turned it into peace. That's all I got for y'all today. Peace out. We'll holler back.